Going to be 109 degrees here today. So I talked to Spencer O'Leary and I said, Spencer, is it still going to be 109 there today? And Spencer, what did you tell me?
I told you it was 108 already.
It's 108 already. So 109 seems like a sure bet, huh?
It sure does. Yeah, the sun's just come up. It's, 7:30 or so here in the morning. And, yeah,
Wow.
Already hot enough to bake an egg outside.
Wow. Our conversation with Spencer O'Leary is brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Interesting topic here this morning with Spencer, who is the CEO of Active Ops North America, global company leader in management process automation. So he knows his stuff when we talk about something called a Zoom zombie. What the world is a Zoom zombie? Well, it's somebody who probably is somebody you know. There's probably somebody in your life that has had a series, and maybe it's you, a bunch of meetings over the last couple of years. Maybe that's become their whole mode of doing business is over Zoom. And so they're staring at screens all day long. Spencer, that's not the healthiest way to live, is it?
It's not the healthiest way. And I think the problem with the Zoom zombie, whether it's Zoom or Teams or any other medium, is less about the medium and staring at a screen. It's more about sat in a chair and hunched over a computer all day. We know when we worked in the office, you'd regularly have people who'd come by and suggest you got out your chair and went to the water cooler or the coffee machine every, couple of minutes an hour, or 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in an afternoon. But where we have less of that sort of managerial oversight in an office and people are working from home, we've got people who sit in the same chair at the same desk, as I say, hunched over that computer, and they'll be there for 8 or 9 or 10 hours in a day. Not healthy for the human body, and certainly not healthy for the human mind.
No, absolutely not. And it might not be all that healthy for your production as an employee either. Let's start with the physical ailments that can come as a result of all of that screen time, all hunched over. Your neck is hurting and you can't figure out why. And well, it only takes a little bit of thought to come up with the answers to that. Spencer, what are some of the physical ailments that people have suffered?
So the ones I hear about are physical and mental. So the physical ones are definitely shoulders, neck, back. If people are typing a lot on the computer, hands and arms and in their fingers as well. So those sort of physical ailments really start to take an effect. But normally they're the ones that we can sense, as an individual on our own body. The ones that sometimes take longer, if at all, can be monitored and observed are those mental illnesses. So we all know about kids when they engage with electronics, and most parents have got some sort of limit for young children on iPad time or iPhone time. But think about yourself when you're working from home and you've been sat there in front of a computer. The resolution's not great for your eyes. You've probably got some sort of flickering images going on. People start to get headaches, and their level of focus reduces. And out of all of that comes this reduction in production and productivity, reduction in well-being, and that causes all sorts of physical and mental things that are not very nice for humans to experience. So it's really important that employers are as focused on those elements of good performance, this well-being element of good performance, as they are production.
Yeah, it really benefits them as much as anything else that they could do to help their employees. So what are some of the solutions that are being considered across the whole business platform for helping people to deal with those sorts of issues?
So employers out there who are listening today really need to think about their investment in technology that's slightly different to what we invested in during the pandemic. Most companies invested in technology to enable people to work from home, whether that was connectivity, it was communication platforms. That's the investment we've seen for 2 years. And the investment we need to start seeing as we go through 22 and into 23 is in organizations like us at Active Ops. So we don't enable employees to work from home. We enable managers to manage people who are working from home. And if we can give those managers the right data and the right know-how, they can manage their remote employees as well as if they were managing them in the office. But without that investment in management technology, we've got tens of hundreds of thousands of managers right across North America who are literally, they're managing blind. They can't see what's going on with their employees. They have no idea who's taking breaks and when. Some managers don't even know what hours their employees are working. And organizations listening today really need to invest in that type of technology to make sure that their managers are managing well, whether they're managing people in the office or managing people at home.
I'm sure you have some success stories of people who have implemented some of those strategies and have found increased production and happier employees, I would assume, too, right?
Yeah, and it's about getting that balance right. I hear of, it's about managing individual differences for one. Some employees really thrive on working from home. Other employees have found it really difficult working from home, 5 days a week, 4 days a month. So it's trying to find out through data which employees work best where and when, and then having those sort of, if you like, decision support tools as a manager, that if I can work out who does what best from where and when, I'm going to have the greatest team because I'm going to give people what they want, I'm going to give my boss what he wants, and I'm going to manage a successful business.
Tell me a little bit about ActiveOps North America. What do you do?
So at ActiveOps, we provide a software solution that helps managers manage their employees, whether they're from home or from the office. We truly believe in getting the balance right between production and well-being. It's about appropriately measuring employees and reporting to managers what's going on, when, by whom, and then they can make some data-driven decisions and some great choices.
Where do we find information about that?
You can find me on LinkedIn or YouTube, or you can find ActiveOps at activeops.com. Come and talk to us. We can help you have a great production and well-being workforce regardless of their location.
And what is your strategy for dealing with 109-degree temperatures?
Well, stay out of the heat, stay indoors, or stay in a pool. There's only 2 locations to be, underwater or in an AC unit.
That's a good plan. Spencer O'Leary, thanks for visiting with us today.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.